Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. That's going to be caught by Samuel. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanell. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
At the 24-yard line.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 14 carries, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the training. Room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The bombs at the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
On second down, it's Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
22, Derrick Henry.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. You see the numbers last week for Davis. In the end, not enough to help get him the victory.
And as we look forward to this week, don't you just get the sense that he's going to get the ball a little bit more? I mean, that's just how it reads to me. I don't know how you're feeling about it.
Well, they talked about that. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Time keeps moving.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
The ball carrier.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Lions add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Henry, the ball carrier. Sam Hubbard on the tackle.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
11 yards there, first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he fires one incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. But it's complete. Henry. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Henry on the carry.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Wentz now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Kareem Hunt.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Funches with a catch over the middle. Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Cousins. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again. It's Cousins. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's 2nd down. A final shot before half for Wentz. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost last week. Actually, not only did they lose, they were shut out, but they've got the lead here right now. Now a play fake. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On play action, Wentz. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On play action, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Wentz's pass.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
And 8 yards to go.
To throw is Cousins. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try to take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the...
Wentz is intercepted yet again. With a pick. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Wentz's pass.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note with a different eye, and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Cousins. This is caught. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do in good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses have spent a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 1.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Right after after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
11 more on that one and another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On third down, Cousins. And he gets it to Funchess complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
4-yard line.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Second and 11 now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Tonight's
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.